Hey, VA Nation. Jeff Newton here with National VA Loans, powered by Stride Bank. Contact us at 855-956-4040. And we wanted to come to you today just to talk a little bit about what an amazing 2024 we had. And we wanted to thank you. Thank you, veterans. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for all the communication. Thank you for all of the opportunities that you've given us in 2024. We made some amazing friends, some amazing contacts, and we couldn't be more thankful for you, for your service, and for what you've done for our country. With that, we also got to hear a lot about not only concerns that you guys have, but also about opportunities that you see that we may be missing out on a little bit. We know you have friends, family, coworkers that didn't serve. And we want to make sure that we can help them as much as we're helping our veterans community out there. For that reason, we've created National Mortgage Center, also powered by Stride Bank. And with that, we brought in a great mortgage specialist. His name is Jerry Kolich. I'm going to invite Jerry in right now. Jerry, how you doing today?
What's up, Jeff? How are you?
Oh man, I tell you what, it's a great day. It's 2025. We had a beautiful 2024. We ended it right, and now we're here to 2025.
Yeah. 2024 was definitely an interesting year to say the least. Lots of talk about rates and what the Fed was doing, but excited to be a part of the National VA, National Mortgage Center team powered by Stride Bank. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're definitely looking forward to the 2025 and really excited about what we've created with National Mortgage Center. National VA, and I think you know this, we love our veterans. We love working with veterans on a daily basis. It's like I've said in many videos, I've made friends all over the country through this,
Right.
and it's awesome. And I know you have as well with all the veterans that you talk to through the National VA. But you know, like we said, we know that we don't want to miss out on anyone that we can actually help. I think that when the veterans come to us and say, "Hey, look, you guys do a great job. You offer an amazing service to us veterans, but what about my Uncle Bob who didn't serve and he wants to
Right.
buy a house?"
Right. With the name, National VA loans, sometimes people will think that is the only loan you do. And so it's been fun working with the team, getting the National Mortgage Center brand up and going, right? Anytime you start something new, you always kind of go down a certain path and then you tweak it here and there to make sure that you get it right. But I'm really excited about what we've done with National Mortgage Center. And Jeff, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to share my screen here just so people can see. We've been working hard on this nationalmortgagecenter.com website, and basically, National Mortgage Center will get all those customers that aren't veterans. Obviously, the VA loan, as you know, it's one of the best loans, if not the best loan out there, as it should be. But there's lots of other loans out there. So a lot of people are familiar with the term, say, conventional or conforming loans, right? So those are the loans that are going to go to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. And then you have your other government loans besides VA. So think about FHA loans or USDA loans. And then another loan that we're getting lots of feedback on is what we call a non-QM loan, right? The non-qualified mortgage, which when some of those loans slip out, and the most common thing that happens really is income, right? When you're documenting somebody's income, lots of people make some good income, but they may take advantage, right, of those tax breaks. So maybe they don't show a lot on paper on their tax returns, or they don't have W-2s or pay stubs. But you can see that the company is doing well and they're making money, whether it's a Scheduled C, whether they're a sole proprietor, 1099 type of stuff. And so the non-QM loan has really become super popular because we can qualify people off of bank statements or 1099s or asset depletions. A lot of investors, as you know, Jeff, they're taking advantage of the DSCR loan, right? The debt service coverage ratio loan, which doesn't even look at income. It just looks at, hey, this is what you're going to have in a mortgage payment. This is what you're going to be bringing in rent. And they look at that ratio to qualify the borrower. So it was exciting to develop and to build something that could capture some of these referrals from our veterans that, maybe don't fit into the VA loan because for whatever reason. And so, yeah, super excited about National Mortgage Center and what we've been building, and looking forward to working with you and the team.
Well, you mentioned a couple things there, and what we're trying to do as far as in involve everyone, and I think that's where that non-QM really comes into play. I mean, I think most people out there know about the FHA loan, and of course the conventional, the Fannie, the Freddie. USDA may be a little bit less, prevalent in the market.
Right.
A lot of people don't know about it. It is a really awesome loan. I think Personally, it's probably one of the only loans that's really close to that VA loan. I still say the VA is. I mean, you'll have to fight me to tell me the VA loan is not the best loan out there, but you
Yes.
know that USDA loan is kind of on par. But I love that you brought up the non QM or the non qualified mortgage and all the opportunity that's out there for some borrowers that are excellent credit profile. They do make good money. They have great assets, but again, they're not they're smart. They utilize the tax code the way that they should, and which allows them to do a lot of things throughout their business. But sometimes it makes it really difficult for them to buy a house or to refinance their home.
Right.
And this,
Well, and I think we've been doing this long enough, Jeff, that back in 2008 and 2009, right? We all remember that financial crisis that kind of hit. And a lot of times I think people lump these non-QM loans into that bucket of what we call subprime back in the day. They are not. I mean,
no,
you do have a substantial down payment requirement, usually at least, 15 to 20%, if not more, depending on credit and different things, what you're trying to do. So they are performing in the secondary market probably just as good or maybe even better than some of the conventional type of stuff. So they're high quality loans. It's really just being able to document somebody's income in a different way. Okay,
exactly.
so they're really good. And that's what's exciting about National Mortgage Center is powered by Stride Bank. So both National VA Loans and National Mortgage Center are powered by Stride Bank, but we've really created a net to catch anybody that needs help. And that's really what we're trying to do, is to provide people information on their loan products out there. So you're talking about the USDA loan. That's 100% financing loan. How
Yeah.
many people know about that? No down payment required. Now you have, geographic specific areas that you have to purchase a home in. The FHA loan, right? Low down payment option there with 3.5% down. You can get gifts for FHA loans and things like that. So what we're trying to do is really not miss any opportunity to educate somebody if they're interested in purchasing real estate or refinancing current real estate that they already have, because we need more buyers into the market, right? There's a lot of people that they're kind of sitting, right? We did a lot of refinances a few years back and got people into lower interest rates, which is great. And so it's hard for someone necessarily that maybe sitting on that super, super low rate to move. So how do we get more buyers into the market? Well, we want to make sure that we have a vehicle that can capture pretty much any loan out there. And I think we've done that really well with National Mortgage Center.
I think so too, and I think on top of adding more buyers, adding younger buyers.
Yeah.
I know you've got a college age kid and kids in high school. I have a son in high school, and in 4 or 5 years, I really want them to start thinking about buying a home. And we we kind of listen. We pay attention to what's going on social media and all that stuff, and where the younger crowd, the 22, 24, 25 year olds, they don't feel like they have an ability to buy a home. And with all the different types of programs out there that are available, they do have ability. It's just they don't have the information for it. And I really think that's where National Mortgage Center is going to come into play for a lot of these folks.
100%. And you can see here on the screen, Jeff, right? We have a bunch of different tools and resources for somebody that's just wanting, maybe at the beginning stage of the process, to gather some information. I really love this calculator section that we've built out. Shout out to Jason, our mad scientist behind the scenes that likes to put all this stuff together for us. But to your point, I mean, there's a rent to buy calculator on here where somebody can come in and put their situation and their scenario in there to see, maybe this is the right thing for them. Maybe it's not. You never know. And that's what we're about, right? We're about educating borrowers here with National VA Loans and National Mortgage Center. So I would encourage anybody that's out there, jump onto the nationalmortgagecenter.com website. Obviously, if you're a veteran, Jeff and his team, right, they're there at nationalvaloans.com. But National Mortgage Center is a great resource for someone that may not be a veteran, that they can really get some good information about different products, whether you're looking to purchase a home. There's great videos on the website that can really kind of tell people and walk them through the timeline of a financial journey. Refinancing, pretty self-explanatory stuff there, but lots of good videos and resources, market outlooks. And as always, Jeff, as we say, right here, man, 855-699-1424 is our toll-free number here at National Mortgage Center. We would love to talk to anybody that has questions. That's what we're about, having phone conversations, making friends, and seeing if purchasing or refinancing is the right decision for your situation.
Well, and along those lines, and I love the information aspect of it, but along those lines, that first time home buyer, I remember the first time I bought a house. Now I was in the mortgage industry, so I was holding my own hand going through it. But even doing this and being in the mortgage industry, I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm buying a house. I'm going to spend 200, 300, $400,000. I'm buying a house. It's a scary time and it's exciting, but it's nice to have someone that, number one, actually cares. And that's what I think that I love about the group that we all are at with National VA, with National Mortgage Center and Stride Bank, is we all care. We actually care about what's going on in our industry. We're all professionals. We all have 20 plus years of experience.
Right.
I mean, not to age us at all, but I mean, I don't think they have to look too far to know how old I am. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but we actually care about what's going on and how the market plays out. And having a first time home buyer, whether they're 25 or 35, come to you, gives you and put that trust in us, gives us the opportunity to set them up in the right way, make sure they do get the right loan, make sure not only that they understand the loan they're getting and why it works the way it does. We're not trying to train you to be in the mortgage industry, but we want you to know what you're doing whenever you're signing that paperwork, because 360 months is a whole hell of a long time, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I'll add to that when you said buying a house. I like to talk to especially first-time home buyers. You're acquiring an asset, and I think if people start to look at the purchasing of a home as acquiring an asset, okay, because if you look at the history of real estate and the appraisal, the appraised values and things like that, you truly are acquiring an asset, and it's somewhere that you're going to spend a lot of time in, right? I know sometimes people like to, cars, and I get that, but you're going to spend a lot of time in your home. And so to your point, you want to know exactly what's going on with it. What are escrows? How do they work? Different things like that. So I'm a big education guy, Jeff, as you know, and that's what we focus on is not trying to get a loan. It's just trying to educate whoever calls us and gives us some of their time. We want to make sure that we're spending that time wisely with them.
absolutely. It's something that, especially our VA Nation out there, they know and they've heard me say it a million times. Your home is a financial tool. If you use it properly, yes, it's going to give you a great place to live. It's going to give you a place to build your family. It's going to give you security and peace of mind. But if you use it properly, you can use that financial tool to further yourself in all aspects of your life. So
100%.
I think
We're here
talking
to
about
help. We are here to help.
Definitely, definitely. Well, guys, again, you can contact Jerry at nationalmortgagecenter.com. Of course, 855-699-1424. That's always the best way to get a hold of him. We do have an awesome YouTube channel for National Mortgage Center as well. It's National Mortgage Center, or gosh darn, it's youtube.com/National Mortgage Center. You can check that out. It's an awesome site. It's a lot like National VA Loans, where you're putting
Yeah.
out information on different loan programs. And just we get a lot of questions that come into us and a lot of things that, like, oh, that's a good one. We need to talk. I mean, if one's got it, others have it as well.
Yeah. And we launched it a while back and we were kind of playing around with it, right? Shooting some videos and different things like that. And you never want to say, oh, this is the route or be afraid to change course of what, a certain style or format that you're using to get out, to potential homeowners and stuff like that. So, but I'm glad, we've made a lot of updates over this last quarter of 2024. And so we're excited to really kind of relaunch it into 2025. So we would sure appreciate, anybody out there that would love to follow the channel or share it. We're trying to, you guys have set the bar pretty high, Jeff. So, it may take a minute to get to where you guys, when it comes to followers, are. But if anybody thinks that they would know somebody that would be the content that we're providing would be helpful or useful to them, we definitely would appreciate a like of the channel or sharing the content for sure.
Well, like I always say, I never know where a mad scientist is going to put it, but click subscribe on that channel, because I tell you, it's great to have all that information come to you, and when we do put out new videos. So, well,
Yeah.
VA Nation, number one, thank you again for an amazing 2024. We cannot wait to work with so many more veterans in 2025. We're so excited. It's going to be a great year. I know I'm looking at snow on the ground right now, but before you know it, it's going to be spring. It's going to be time to get out there and looking at new homes and trying to get into a home this year. So let's, if that's a goal of yours this year, give us a call at 855-956-4040, or give National Mortgage Center and Jerry a call at 855-699-1424. Of course, you can check us out at nationalvaloans.com. And if you're like me and Jerry and just like to get stuff done, check out nationalapplynow.com. Download our simple, secure, easy mobile application through Stride Home. Complete that. It'll come right into one of our VA or one of our general mortgage specialists, and they'll be able to pull everything in, import it all, then give you a call and go through all your different options and talk you through everything so you feel comfortable when you're out either buying or refinancing your home. Jerry, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to do this again. I had fun. I like this.
Let's do it. I appreciate you having me on, Jeff. All right, man.
All right, VA Nation, take care.